so often in life, we dream about the day that life is wonderful, right? We have Pinterest boards for our dream home. We do all of these things to look forward to this future time when ideally life could be wonderful and amazing. And if that day were to come, then we would love it. Life would be beautiful. We'd enjoy all the things. We would live that best life, right? But then what happens when that day doesn't come? Friends, and welcome to my day. So I'm kind of taking it a little easy today. I'm not even gonna lie. We got up and went to get going with our day, but life has been busy. Life has been hectic. We've had so much going on lately in our homeschool, in our ministry, and things that we're doing. And I said, you know what? The sun is shining. It's feeling like spring, and I'm gonna stay cozied in my PJs for a minute. I'm going to take it slow and simple. And I wanna share this message with you today because I think so often in life, we dream about the day that life is wonderful, right? We live in a world where we think about winning the lottery, right? We have Pinterest boards for our dream home. We do all of these things to look forward to this future time when ideally life could be wonderful and amazing. And if that day were to come, then we would love it. Life would be beautiful. We'd enjoy all the things. We would live that best life, right? But then what happens when that day doesn't come? When you don't win the lottery, when you don't get your dream home, when you don't have all your ducks in a row? Because I know I certainly don't have mine. But that doesn't mean that I can't make the most out of every day. Seek the beauty, simplify, right? Enjoy just the little blessings woven in each and every day that the Lord gives me. And I think that's what's so important. Like this morning when we were sitting here and I was like, goodness, we've been so busy. We have so much going on. Like, I'm gonna put on the pretty robe. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy a delicious cup of coffee and just sip it slowly and hang out with my family and paint my nails and, simple little things that they don't have to be anything extravagant. But it was saying, you know what? I'm not going to wait for the perfect day to come. I'm gonna make the perfect day every day. And I think that's what's so important is so often we see, especially social media, YouTube, right, is so bad for this because you can pull up and see what people that live perfect lives, right? You can see every little detail and go, man, if my life was like that, then if my day looked like that, then if I had that house or I was that fit or I had that much money or that much success or whatever it is, then yeah, I would have wonderful, wonderful days. But I don't have that now, so therefore, life sucks. What am I gonna do? Well, I think life is as lovely as we choose to see it. So if I choose to wake up today and say, you know what? You're right. I'm broke. I don't own a beautiful home. I don't have a ton of worldly success. I could sit here. I need to lose some weight. I could go on for days with all the things that aren't perfect. I could. I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm going to wake up and say, you know what? The Lord blessed me with today. I woke up. Not everybody gets that. My husband's here. My children are here. Those are all blessings. I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to make a beautiful cup of coffee. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to spend a few minutes and give myself a manicure because I love doing that. That's something that I appreciate. I'm going to put on something nice. I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna sit outside in the sunshine and read a book for a little bit. Whatever it might be. Some soft music that's playing, maybe putting some candles on the table for dinner, maybe pulling out, something that you don't normally enjoy, but say, you know what, I'm gonna do that today. Because I'm going to soak in all the beauty that today has to offer. I'm not gonna wait for my perfect life, that I've planned out on a Pinterest board to manifest in front of me. No, I'm gonna see the life that the Lord has put in front of me today, and I'm going to enjoy it to the max, even in the imperfections, even in the hardships, even in the struggles. I'm gonna look at what I have before me today and say, Lord, thank you for this. Let me seek to find those little bits of beauty. And I get some days are more difficult than others. Sometimes it is really hard to see the beauty. I get it. But when we set our minds to look for the positive, to look for the joy, to look for the beauty and the blessing, we'll find them. And so I hope, as I'm doing for myself today, because again, I don't know, life has been busy. I just needed it today. So here I am and I'm sharing it with you all. I hope that you can look today and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you're doing, where you say, you know what? I know life's difficult and I'm being faced with whatever it is I'm being faced with right now. I really enjoy this. This is lovely. I'm gonna pull that out today. I'm gonna light those candles. I'm gonna get dressed up. I'm gonna paint my nails. I'm going to spend time with my kids and go for a walk. I'm going to, go and have lunch with my husband. Whatever it might be, whatever that little bit of, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna enjoy that because life is worth enjoying. And it's gonna be as lovely as you choose to see it. So let's find those lovelies. Let's not sit around and wait for that perfect life to come together for us. Let's go out and make our life today that perfect, beautiful, amazing life that the Lord has given us. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like, you live in an Instagram reel, because guys, that's not real life. Make today beautiful, and all the imperfections and all the struggles and all the hardships. Because it's all of those things that are our adventures, that write our testimonies, that build that strength and character within us. And so when we choose to look at it and go, okay, Lord, I see you're doing something. You're working through something. You're growing us. You're refining us. You're something. I don't know, but I trust you in that. So that's hardships, struggles, issues. They are what they are. I get it. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep giving you praise and seeing the even little tiny buds of blessings that are in my life each day. I'm going to make the most out of it. So if today were truly my last day, I'd say, you know what? That was a great way to spend the day. It might have been a whole lot of me sitting around the house in my PJs at, way later in the afternoon than I care to admit right now. But that's okay, because some days you need that. Some days you need that where you soak in those little beautiful bits. It doesn't have to be super, fancy. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But you say, you know what? I need this today. I need candles lit, the house open, a comfy robe, a hot cup of coffee, snuggled up with a book, with my kiddos all around me and my hubby here. Some days I need that. And that's what I'm going to soak up today, because that is my lovely life today. So I hope that in everything, this can be a little bit of encouragement to say, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to keep sitting around for that perfect life that's never going to exist to just magically show up in front of me, right? I have best life right here, because this is the one the Lord has given me. This is the one that the Lord is working through and writing my testimony through. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to find those little bits of lovely. I'm going to pour into others, and I am going to soak up every blessing that the Lord puts before me today, regardless of how small it might seem. it's still a blessing nonetheless. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, friends. I hope this can be an encouragement to you today. And I know if some of us, we have a hard time, right? Especially as women and just the home, it can be so daunting with all the things going on and it can be so overwhelming. And if you ever feel that way and you're looking for a little bit of encouragement, I highly recommend you come and join us up over here while we are working through this journey of just blooming as homemakers and nurturing a beautiful home that the Lord has given us, regardless of how it might look. It's the heart inside. And I invite you to come over and join us if that can be a blessing to you today. Otherwise, I've got some great links for you down in the description, and I'll see you right back here in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye, friends.